Planet Zoo has been rated E10 Plus by the ESRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It is generally suitable for people aged 10 years and up. From the turreted castle and Main Street to Monte Cristo Island and Kukwana Land, Bartholomew Zenon's Zenon Land is protected by the Night Sheriff. Day and night, he is burdened by a witch's curse to be aware of all that live and play within the massive fantasy theme park. Now an attack on the park by a monster hunter who knows far too much threatens everything, guests, staff, and fellow supernaturals taking refuge in the park. The Night Sheriff must scramble to uncover not only the source of the threat, but secrets of the park of which even he was not aware. If he doesn't, he may be doomed. The park may be doomed. Even the world may be doomed. And that's a lot of doom. Get your copy at Amazon.com today. Hey kids, welcome back to the Emerald Deep Zoological Park and Planet Zoo. My name's Jack. If you've been here on this channel before, welcome back. If you've never been here before, welcome aboard. Either way, thanks a lot for watching my content. I appreciate it. Now what we're looking at, of course, is the tapir habitat that we built in the last episode. It's doing well. The zoo as a whole is doing pretty well. Just for the sake of trivia and the fact that you guys might want to know this, I'm recording this on as Hurricane Ian is bearing down on me. I'm hoping that it'll pass over without turning off our power and killing our internet. Which is a chance. We're not in the direct path of the storm, so it's entirely possible that we will get lucky. But the truth is, I might be silent for a couple of days, and if I do, bear with me. It's not my fault. Anyway, what I'm doing in this episode, and that's the other thing. Hopefully I'll be able to upload this episode prior to the storm hitting. If I don't, well, then I'm saying this after the fact, and you guys know whether or not it actually worked out. So anyway, what I'm doing today is I'm going to build a habitat for the Capuchin monkeys. I have some blueprint pieces over here that I'm going to employ in part of the habitat, but otherwise we're going to put it right here. We're going to just nestle it right in this area anyway. Now, Capuchin monkeys, let's see. I want to look at something. Capu. There we go. Okay, these little guys. Now, one adult needs 210 meters, but the thing is, they need like, how many do they need? They need like 8. So let's assume 8 adults. Let's go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 266 meters. So it's a little more than just the little itty bitty tiny amount. And they do need, it needs to be grade 1 climb proof, needs to be at least 4 and looks like a 6th. 4 and a 6th, or water 10 feet wide, 3.3 feet deep. So a 10-foot wide, meter deep ditch will also hold them in. Climb proof, 4 and a 6th feet. So, and they need 266, less than 300 square meters of space. Now, as you guys know, I have the space indicators here. This is not going to be big enough, neither is this, but this will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here so we can tell just how much space these monkeys require. What is that? Is that a rock or a tree or something? Huh. Anyway, this is more than twice what they actually need. But this is basically what I'm planning on building on. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this out here to about, I figured, there. And let me get rid of this rock. I know what this rock is. This rock was from the construction of the tapir habitat. There we go. So let's get this settled. I'm thinking right about there. So now I have these blueprint pieces that I was planning on using for at least part of the habitat. Let me bring this over. This might fit precisely, which is a good thing. Okay. Yes, it does. Look at that. That is exactly the space I need. Okay. Ollie the ring-tailed lemur is about to interbreed. Let's see if we can't stop this. Yes, we can. Goodbye, Ollie the ring-tailed lemur. I just hope I catch her in time. No, she's pregnant. Damn it. Okay. Well, you know what? That's a shame. I'll put her back in a moment. I've paused the game so I won't have, naughty creatures. Isn't that what that's what the lady calls them? Naughty. So anyway, where were we? We were over here. Okay. So I'm going to take this, and this was pretty much the width I needed. So this is going to be the start of the habitat. Anyway, guys, Capuchin monkeys. Let's take a look at the Capuchin monkeys. Real quick. We already know the space. They need at least 20 square meters of climbing material, and they don't need it high. You can build broad, and that's probably what I'm planning. I do have 8 individuals in my storage, and it's a mixed bag, 4 males, 4 females. I think. I'd have to look. No, it's actually, I think it's like 2 males and 6 females now that I think about it. Dominant male, so we're going to have a little initial fighting. They lived up to 50 years. These guys get old, man. Look at this. They become adults at 7. Are they researched already? They are researched already. Good. And we got... they get along with Baird's tapirs. They get along with capybara. They get along with giant anteaters. So technically, I could have put them in this habitat, except this habitat doesn't have a lot of room. I can tell you that the local zoo to me, the Brevard Zoo here in Melbourne, Florida, they have a very interesting monkey habitat that just follows their quote-unquote Central American, South American jungle section, and lots of high walkways and tubes and all that number. And then in addition to their own habitat, they share the capybara habitat, and it's pretty cool. It really is. It's pretty freaking cool. So anyway, I'm going to lower this some to right about there. And now I'm going to turn this over to the time lapse. I will talk to you when it's all over. See you in a couple of minutes, guys. All right, folks, so here we have our habitat for the Capuchin monkeys. Let me take care of this. I've got an inbreeding problem. Problem is, it's a lot of my really high value. Hold on, cancel, go to the storage room. Yes, you're done. Bye-bye. Because I can trade her out. I got to start hitting trade instead of release to the wild. Anyway, where was I? It was over here, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, here is our Capuchin monkey habitat. All very cool. I know originally I said it was going to be an indoor habitat, but then I was just thinking about it, and I decided to have an attached building to an outdoor. So this is, you know, this is the kind of staff facility that you'd see attached to an actual zoo habitat. And here, of course, is the habitat. And it fits the monkeys pretty well. I did have some problems fitting these pieces together. You know, as you can see, there's small gaps like here. Thing is, this is not keeping. It's not keeping it's not allowing the monkeys to escape. And of course, life goes on in the zoo while I'm concentrating on the freaking monkeys. This, by the way, is why Delay Designer pauses all of her games when she's building and talking about them. Palsley too. Okay, let's see. These guys know. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to come back in 2 months, and my ass. Oh, good. I've got protesters. Okay, Norman. Why am I not allowed to get rid of Norman? Why am I not allowed to get rid of Norman? Oh well. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, I've got lots of fighting. I'm going to have to pause the game and figure it out. So anyway, guys, let me pause the game right now. And then we will do up here, and then we'll come down over here. The Capuchin monkeys. Like I said, you know, there are some small problems, but they're not creating gaps big enough for the monkeys to escape, and it would be a pain in the behind to fix right now. So I'm going to let it go for a little while. They've got plenty of climbing area. They've got lots of plants. I didn't add any rocks to it, but that's okay. They have lots of climbing, and that's what they like. You know, food is accessible. Everything's accessible. It's all good. We are beginning to have, you know, some tourists out here. You know what? I need to set up some lights. Here we go. But yeah, this is just the second habitat in the South American area, and I think that's going to be going pretty well. It's going to be building along, you know, out in this area. I'm going to put something here. I'll put something here. There'll be paths around. You know, it won't just be one big long stretch. It'll be interconnected, a lot like the African area is. Now, in my next episode, I'm going to be doing the Cuvier's dwarf caiman, which is a crocodilian species. It's the smallest of all the crocodilian species. They only get to be about 1.5 feet long. And I'm thinking about putting their pool right here. It doesn't have to be very big. It will, in fact, be relatively small, very much smaller than the crocodile habitat that's right there. But yeah, that's going to be the next episode. So, folks, if you liked what you saw here today, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get all of my videos. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and wish me luck for the hurricane because it's about to hit us and I don't know how much longer I'll be on the air. Guys, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.